It's week 4. Still doing the predictions. You know we had to do it. And oh, yes, there was a trade made today between the likes of your boy and, smoking on top fives, Zay Doyle. Now, let's look at it. Sony Michelle, Cortland Sutton, Naheem Hines, Chuba Hubbard. I'm going to do trade analysis every time a trade goes through on predictions day. And this is what I think. I know I'm biased because I myself was in the trade, but this is how I felt. Chuba Hubbard, I knew he was most valuable Tuesday, given the fact that he has Christian McCaffrey. And it's a hamstring injury that McCaffrey went down with. So being that injury is the most likely to be reactivated, I knew that there was some skepticism, like, damn, Zay was in his feelings, Zay was in his feelings, and he needed that backup. I made that same mistake last year when Chris offered me Mike Davis, and I think it was for like King and Drake, something minor, and I didn't do it because I was like, Christian's coming back, and then he got hurt again and was out for the rest of the season. I made that mistake. I relayed that to Zay, and Zay felt that it was necessary for him to get on the team. We worked it out. It was funny. It was either Mike Davis and Chuba for Odell, or a running back of my choice that I pick, and Chuba for Cortland Sutton. And to be honest with you, I could be wrong. I liked Cortland Sutton better. Cortland Sutton is on a team with no KJ Hamler, now torn the ACL. Jerry Jeudy's down. So it's just him, Tim Patrick, and Noah Fant. And I think he's always been the number one. So I'm excited, man. Yeah, I mean, Odell is in a division with Baltimore and the Steelers, and those teams have pretty good defenses. And then, the Chargers and the Chiefs and the Raiders don't have necessarily great defenses. And so for that reason, I made the trade. It's a permanent, I keep Cortland, and I really like it. Now, let's go straight into the predictions. My videos are a little long, so I'm trying to cut them down. We got Nitin and Mar. Mar, unfortunately, 0-3. Nitin sitting at the top of his division. This is a must win for Mar. Mar has to get this win. Has to. Let's go with Nitin. Nitin, KC. And he made a switch. Dallas Goedert no longer in the starting lineup, replaced with Dawson Knox of the Buffalo Bills. That's interesting. But I'm not mad at the switch. Zach Ertz is part of the game plan over there for some reason, even though I think Goddard is the better tight end. Swift against Chicago. You never know how that split between Williams and Swift is going to go. But it could be a competitive game. So I like Swift. Carson against San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor has to step up. Brandon Cooks. Tyreek Hill has to get going. He's had some quiet games. This is not what you want from your first round pick, And then on the flip side, Herb and Allen against the Raiders. That's going to be electric. Chargers and Raiders matchups are always fun. Dalvin Cook is looking to come back against a stout Browns defense. Kareem Hunt against Minnesota should be great. DK, San Francisco, Higbee still in there against Arizona. Is Julio going to play? Because I've been looking, and a lot of people are saying that he's probably going to miss it, that this is a game that they could afford Julio to miss and just rest. And for that reason, Josh Jacobs is slated to come back. For that reason, he could get past this one. Yeah, he could just put, okay, that's not bad. And then Buccaneers D. I'm going to go with, I believe in Mar. And I know he's 0-3 and I've gone with him. But I think Mar could get it here. The stack, Cook is back. Hunt's good matchup. Sanders could get going again. Ooh, that Bills D against Houston, though. My God. I think it's close. But I think Taylor struggles some more. If Tyreek doesn't go off, I'm going to go with Mar. And I think it's a 50-50 flip, honestly. That might sound disrespectful to Nitin, but I'm going to go with Mar here. Higbee, Titans do well against Arizona. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mar here. It's close, though. Moving on to Nate and Sassoon. This is an interconference matchup for Nate. Russell against San Francisco, Chubb against Minnesota, Eck. Allen Robinson has to get going, and this is a get right game for him. I don't know what's going on with Justin Fields. They had a terrible day against Cleveland, but this is a get right game for him. He has to get going. Claypool against Green Bay should be good. Kevin King can't guard anybody. Ask Zay. Noah Fant against Baltimore, solid. This is he has to do better. I mean, he has injuries that he can't help. But I would be looking, if I were him, I would be looking to try to trade these three players, Chubb, Eck, maybe Robinson, for some help on the flex side. And then Cowboys D against Carolina. Carolina's been hot, 3-0. I don't think you could start them. And then on the other side, Murray against the Rams, best matchup you could ask for if you're Nate. Aaron Jones against Pittsburgh, best matchup you could ask for if you're Nate. Gibson against ATL. This should be a great game for him. I mean, you saw what Saquon did. Robert Woods, man, talk about bust. I mean, and it's not even like no one saw this coming. No one saw, and I think it's gonna even itself out. Cup can't keep doing this, but my God, he's just not been start worthy. I mean, I might look to go to Patterson here, or maybe even Tim Patrick. I really don't know, but I mean, Logan Thomas against ATL, love it. James Robinson against Cincinnati, saw what Najee did against us. And then Marquise Brown just has to catch the ball. He would have had 3 TDs if you were watching that game. But against Denver defense, tough D. And this whole thing about Lamar might not play. I don't know what's going on with that. But and then Steelers D against Green Bay, you can't play. So figure that out. Jesus, why am I thinking of going with Nate here? No, I gotta go with Sassoon. I just don't believe in this Will Fuller's chart shit. I'm gonna switch it up. Hell no. Nah. I like Nate. I like Nate here. Kyler, Aaron Jones. If Gibson stays, at around that 15-20 range, I don't see any pop-off games coming from him. Steelers defense is not gonna do well. I'm gonna go with Nate. I'm gonna go with the upset. Feel me? Oh, breaking news. Look, Julio and AJ Brown did not practice today. I don't think Julio is going to play Mar. It's time to prepare for that. Moving on. Gianni versus Mottov. This is a trap game. That's what I like to call them, a trap game for Mottov. This is where, Mottov's at the top of his division. He's feeling good, 2-1, just beat the champion. And you look, and it's just Aaron Rodgers against Pittsburgh. I mean, Joe Burrow lit up Pittsburgh. Mixon against Jacksonville. If you look at his last game against Jacksonville, I think he had 3 TDs and 100-something yards. Sanders against KC, that's concerning. They don't run the ball. But, I mean, Devontae's going to eat. Jamar, it looks like Higgins is going to miss today's game. He's been killing. Rob against New England. You can't tell me that Tom isn't going to look for Rob in the end zone. You cannot tell me that against New England. And they're just going to smile at the crowd. It's going to happen. I'm willing to bet $100 it's going to happen. Terry McLaurin against ATL is lovely. Pittman against Miami is lovely. Bears D against Detroit, lovely. Allen against Houston, it's another same thing from last week when I was talking about Sassoon and how Arizona's going against, I don't know who they went against, Jacksonville, I think. Yeah. Trap game. Allen is just going to go crazy for 2 touchdowns, and then he's going to simmer down because he doesn't have to do all that. He doesn't have to do much, save his energy for the next game, you know? So mild game from him. Zeke, this should be a fun one. We'll see. His usage was there last week. Definitely low on Zeke, and we've okay, but I mean, I like him. I think he'll do fine. Najee, this will never happen again. What the hell? I mean, again, we all seen it. It's no mistake. He can't rush for more than 50 yards, but he went from 1 to 5 to 14. It's not going to happen again. There were no receivers that were healthy on the field. Johnson was out. Claypool got injured, and Juju got his ribs cracked because he was dancing and TikToking on the field or whatever the fuck. So, but he'll have a mild game. Cup, who knows? I can't doubt the guy. He could go off. He can. I'm not gonna doubt him. This is interesting though. Against Tampa Bay, he could do it. I think it's gonna be a fun game. You know, the Patriots want to win. They want to make a statement. I think it will be fun. I predict that he gets his first touchdown ever in this game. Hawkinson has to get right. Weird game from him, only 3 points. And then Ayuk Kaseki, what the hell is that? I mean, I understand why, because Brissett is targeting him so much, but I'm good. I think who's a better play? Lord. Chenault? I don't know. But you do you. I'm going to go with Gianni here, though. Trap game for Mottov. Moving on. Zay versus Seneca. Mahomes against Philly, like it. Gaskin, Hubbard. He has Hubbard now. We'll see what it is. I mean, Mike Davis did great when McCaffrey went down last year. So I don't see why Hubbard can't do the same. He has all the opportunity in the world. So I think he'll do good. Gaskin has to step it up. It's not great numbers for him. CD could have a good one. They lost JC Horn. So, I mean, the secondary took a hit. So we'll see. Oh, but they got that CJ Henderson kid who is pretty good. So we'll see who he's on. And then a whole bunch of Qs. Questionable. Out of all these, I think Kittle and Beckham do play. These two I'm not sure of. And if any one of them miss, I don't like any of his alternates other than Hines would be, I guess, the next man up for him. Or Singletary might be a good play because of Houston, but Zach Moss is there. I don't know, man. Because it's not looking good for Shep, I think. He didn't participate in practice. Like, if you're not limited by now, I don't think you play. Oh, shit. And he didn't practice either. Zay has an issue. But Kamara against the Giants, lovely. Fournette against New England could be lovely, depending on if they kill them like that, if they just come out and just whop them. Amari Cooper has to get back going. Quiet games from him. Same like Tyreek, literally. Same numbers. Lockett, questionable, limited. He'll play. I like the matchup too. Waller, gonna be great. Ridley, fine. I like Seneca here just because of just the injuries that Zay sustained. It's tough. Titans D, we like that. Saints D against the Giants is pretty good. But yeah, the injuries, I just don't like any of his replacements. He might have to play Hines and Singletary. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think Seneca gets this one. And then moving on to the champ versus a previous champ in Christopher Wiggins. I think Lamar, for some reason, he's not practicing, but he'll play. But other than that, I think this will be a fun matchup. He's trying to get in my head, asking me if I'm worried or whatever. Never worried going into a matchup. Never worried. you know. But he's feeling good. He lost week 1, and now he has 2 wins under his belt, and he's boasting and like bragging and putting, oh, I got 2. Who cares? We're all 2-1. So we'll see. But let's look into it. Derrick Henry against the Jets, he could kill. I mean, there's no way I can't. What am I going to do? He could go for, I mean, that's the best matchup you could ask for. He could go for 35, 40. Nothing I could do about that. Lamar Jackson against Denver, though, like that one. Rams, best matchup that I could ask for. Justin Jefferson against Cleveland. We'll see. Cleveland stifled the Bears, but, you know, they got a high-powered offense for the Vikings, like the Denver. He could kill. He could kill. I don't think Rant. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. And then for me, Tom Brady against, you know, the revenge game, I expect him to do fine, do great. Saquon against New Orleans, probably a mild game. New Orleans has a great run defense. Big game from David Mott, Stephon Diggs. I mean, Allen could go anywhere in this game. They don't have a great defense, so he could pick and choose. And then Chris Godwin, he's been safe every game, upwards of 15 points every game. So I really like Godwin. That was a great pick. Kelsey could go off, and then yeah, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do as of yet. Deontay Johnson is looking like he's going to play, but I mean, I think he was limited today. Yeah, so it's looking like he could play, and if he does, I think I start him over Cortland this week. But all in all, I think Chris edges me out just because of this Derrick Henry. This Derrick Henry, I mean, there's no stopping that guy, and it's against the Jets. He's probably going to put up 30. And I think it will be close, but I'm going to say Chris takes it. And yeah, man, Chris has some things to figure out. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, it's obvious. He has 2 players going against his defense. That's kind of, but I mean, you can't, I doubt he'll do that. So, nah, it's going to be close though. Shit. But I got to stop picking myself every week. That seems weird. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be close. But it's going to be a fun one as always. And yeah, week 4. Again, we got Mar, I think, taking this one with the upset. Nate taking this one upset. I'm going upsets all around, I think. Gianni taking this one. And then Seneca, I guess that's not sort of an upset. I think Seneca has a good team. And with all these injuries, I don't think that's an upset anymore. But yeah, love it. Week 4. Everyone has a chance to, you know, make a statement in this week. So I'm gonna be on a flight during the games. So when I get off that flight, I'm gonna look and see how much Derrick Henry has. So I'm hoping it's less than 20. Shit. If he has less than 20, I had a good day. Hey, y'all be easy. Wish you the best. And remember, I'm still champ. Don't get it twisted. I'm still the 2-time. Nobody's above me. So Chris, settle down. Like I said, we're not the same. All right. Wish y'all the best. Take care. Week 4. I wish nothing but health, no injuries this week. All right. Y'all take care now. Deuces.